Hello YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to Ultra React YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing a video about Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is a well-known boxer, better well known as being one of Floyd Mayweather's sidekicks back in the days. I used to love Adrian Broner back in the days, but he just been doing a whole bunch of awful things and making a whole bunch of wrong mistakes, and then it's been catching up to him. Thank you so much for being in this video, and I apologize I haven't been active lately. I'm just currently going through a life situation. Just bear with me, and you already know these videos coming. And number one thing, thank you for being an youngster. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get back to the video, man. Let's get in the video, man.
Well, what's poppin', y'all? What I find a sad story, some other people find a really hilarious story, and that is one of the biggest, I would say probably the most entertaining, pure entertainment trash talkers of all time, Adrian Broner. What his fate. One thing about
Adrian Broner, he's gonna trash talk. He does not care where he's at. He's gonna trash talk. That is his personality. That's something you cannot change about someone, to be honest with you.
Come. Adrian Broner, he's a boxer, or was a boxer, and he was just on the show, the podcast / show that Cameron and Mace run called It Is What It Is, one of the biggest shows out right now, and it blew up rather quickly. They've really been doing their thing. A lot of people aren't aware of how popular they are because they have a bit of an older, more mature audience.
Let me know in the comments, do you know about the show? Because I don't know nothing about this show. I don't know nothing about it, man. Let me know in the comments, do you know about this show, man?
A lot of the people that watch them are 30 plus. If you think about it, like Cam and Mace, these guys, when they were rapping and they were their hottest, that was 90s, mid 2000s. Cameron was hotter, closer to the 2000s, and even mid 2000s he was popping. But they've got a whole nother career, and it's hilarious, and it's been working out for them, and they invite Adrian Broner on. Adrian Broner, not too sure what he's been doing as of late. The last time I saw Adrian Broner was on a promotional poster for a potential fight by Misfits against Scam Likely, who is the best, or who was the best boxer on Aiden Ross's card for, what is the promotion called? Brand Risk Promotions, which Scam Likely left because he felt like a lot of people weren't taking the event serious, and Aiden Ross did not want to pay him more, and Misfits offered him a bigger bag. So he posted himself with Adrian Broner and said, like, yo, I'm really excited for this opportunity. We don't know if that's going to happen. Adrian Broner hasn't.
Adrian Broner is one of the boxers, as you can see, like when he made money, he did not put his money in the right places. So he didn't make no good investment. So he have no choice but to be in social media, to get his name out there, to get a little buzz, to try to promote himself, to try to get himself out there, because everybody forgot about him. Everybody forgot about him. And then the reason why Adrian Broner is like this right now is because he wasn't humble. Adrian Broner wasn't humble with himself, man.
Like locked it in yet. It's just been up in the air, and if it is, that's a crazy fall off. Now, of course, it is a bag, and Adrian Broner's got to get to his bag because we've seen him go broke a ton of times. So he's showing up to the show, and I'll play you guys this clip right now because he got really disrespectful, or yes, he got disrespectful, and I'll explain why. So I'm gonna play the clip right now.
You look so good in person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, what you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stack, can you stop smiling? Can you stop smiling?
Arabia is...
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We gotta have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh, shit.
Told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we can move on to football then.
Stat, oh my God.
Yo, Stat, let's do the football. I guess that answered the question
Adrian
about.
on the show, and he trying to drop Riz, man. Stick to your job, man. This ain't no Riz time. Telling the girls they look so good and stuff. Just chill, Adrian. Wait till after the show. Wait till off the camera, and you can do your thing.
Floyd, when I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to go, man. I mean, I have to actually go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, man.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time.
As you can see, he actually the first time, yo, Adrian, just chill, bruh. Just chill. And then Adrian Broner just keep on going. He just don't listen for some reason. Adrian Broner just don't listen, man. Cameron had to tell him to leave nicely, and I'm gonna pay your bag, but you gotta go.
But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you, nigga, boyfriends in here. You know when my
Oh,
brother.
bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me. It's me.
Well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could. But I'm not gonna sit in and not value your time neither.
This is so disrespectful. He's telling you to leave. Here's your bag. Hey, get up out of here, man. Wait for us outside until the show's done, bro. This is so disrespectful, bro. So embarrassing, bro. Like, I would have felt so embarrassed. I wouldn't even take the money.
Wait for me, you could, but I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, no problem.
So in the beginning, you're probably just like, okay, well, you know, he's just trying to flirt, or if you want to call this flirting, he's trying to shower Stat with praise, compliments, making everybody uncomfortable. Not her. I'm not saying like she's uncomfortable. I don't know if she is. But everyone else is like, yo, we're trying to answer some questions. And you see Mace trying to be like, yo, is that real? He's trying to deviate the conversation somewhere else. But he gets asked multiple times, Adrian Broner, like, stop. Yo, you got to chill with that. And then he gets kicked off. And it's funny when somebody gets kicked off, that is when they realize like, oh, yo, my bad. I'm going to stop now. Well, if that person lets you continue, then you're not going to stop because you're going to know they're not serious about kicking you out. But when they're serious about kicking you out, that's when you were probably actually going to stop. But that's because you know you no longer have the opportunity to speak. But I really want to give a hats off and clap it up for Cameron for how he handled this situation, because it is a completely different Cameron from the past. Now, people could say like, yo, what is he going to do? Throw hands with Adrian Broner? And yeah, that's right. I'm not saying he would do that, but he doesn't have that option. And maybe Adrian Broner behaved this way because he is the incarnation of, oh, he can't beat me up though. And the boyfriend that was in the room is Chris Next Door. I think they're still dating. Chris Next Door of AMP Chris. And that is really disrespectful to do in front of him. And I like the fact that Cameron stood up for not just her as his co-host, but for Chris, because you guys got to keep in mind, all of these people are on social media. It's not a situation like, there's this interviewer in the UFC. It's she's a woman, and her husband holds the interviews for her, or her boyfriend, and she gets into like these situations where people could find it like, yo,
let me know in the comment section, was Adrian Broner got kicked out rightfully? Like, was he supposed to get kicked out, or they just taking out of proportion, or they just don't like him? Let me know in the comments, because my personal opinion, like, if you know the girl's boyfriend is there, what's the point of doing that? Why are you saying that? You're gonna cause a fight. Even though you're a boxer and everything, your hand's still registered. You cannot be out here just fighting anybody.
Your man lets you do this, but he's the guy behind the camera. That's funny. It even sounds funny saying that. But he supports this, and they understand that. But he's not a public figure either. He's not a social media influencer or anything like that. Chris is, to a degree. He's part of a big group. So this happening online, and he's an online figure too, that comes back on him, and it's embarrassing. Of course, he feels disrespected by it too. And I will also say credit to Cameron, because he still paid the man. So he was professional about it. He's like, listen, man, we can't continue with this. And of course, I think he's trying to be protective over Stat too, because she is his co-host. They're making sure that she doesn't feel uncomfortable in any type of way. And maybe she signaled to him that like, yo, I'm not really messing with this. Or he just stepped in himself. But he also said like, yo, I'm going to pay you for your time. Which means that how many guests are getting paid to show up on there? I'm not too certain. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them paying. That's almost become standardized now, especially with these guys that, I mean, the sponsors and how much they were claiming that they were making tens of millions of dollars a year. Yeah, shell people some bags. It makes the show better. You have guaranteed income coming in with the show because of your sponsors and deals. Everyone gets to eat. So he even pays him and he leaves. And this is sad to me.
Shout out to Cameron, man. He still paid Adrian Broner, because he could have just like, hey bro, you could leave bro right now bro, and then Adrian Broner, well, my money, but he didn't go like that. He was like, hey bro, He said it in a nice way, in a very respectful way. Hey, can you leave, bro? I'm gonna still pay you your bag. That's what real men do.
Because this is what Adrian Broner has been relegated to. Like, struggling for money, because he used to drop so much. And Adrian Broner was on a crazy run. He was like 27-0. I remember this was 2013, peak entertainment. He had just beat Paulie Malignaggi, and then I think he had like smashed his girl or did something with his girl. Paulie Malignaggi was like, Malignaggi, I don't even know how to pronounce that Italian name. He is Italian. Yeah, he's for sure Italian. But then he fought Marcos Maidana, and he was talking hella trash. He got worked in that fight. And then he fought a couple of fights after that, but then he lost to another guy. I think he lost to, I think it was Sean Porter. And then he became inconsistent after that. He took less fights, and then he lost like 2 or 3 fights in a row. I think one was a draw, and then he had like 2 losses. He lost to Manny Pacquiao. That was like the last big fight that he had an opportunity to take. And then he was getting older. And I think he's an example of somebody who, not only do you, when you trash talk to that level, you got to be able to back it up, but he didn't want to train. This guy was trying to rap for a little while, dropping music videos, tricking on shit.
I remember when Adrian Broner was trying to rap at a point of his time. Hey, he had a couple bars though. I'm not no hater. He did his thing in the rap game, bro. But hey, stick to boxing, stick to what you know best and stuff, bro. The rapping ain't for you, bro. It didn't go nowhere, but he had a couple bars. He did his thing, letting people know that he crashed his Bugatti and stuff. Hey, shout out to Adrian, man.
Just doing anything but boxing, and is the opposite of what Gervonta Davis became. Like, Gervonta Davis, I remember he had messed up and failed to miss weight for one specific fight, and he was fighting some Mexican guy, and even in the first couple of rounds, like, it wasn't looking good for Tank. Like, he looked like he was out of shape, like he hadn't taken that fight serious, like he didn't train, and he even apologized to the fans for that. He's like, yo, I did not take this serious. This should have been easy work. I should have knocked this guy out, and this should have been over. I don't know if he ended up knocking him out. He did win, though. I think it was undisputed decision too, or unanimous decision, not undisputed decision. But after that, he locked in, and everyone memes about Gervonta Davis fighting Logan Paul, or potentially fighting Logan Paul. But Gervonta Davis, they meme it because Gervonta Davis talks about how, like, yo, he just wants the bag out of this boxing stuff, and I can't knock him. Like, yo, you know how many fights Adrian Broner has had? Over 300 amateur fights, and then 40 plus, like almost 50 professional fights. This guy had CTE before he even got in the professional ring. Like 300 amateur fights. Your brain bouncing against your skull from like what, the age of 8? It's like, some people handle it differently. But then Cameron had this to say after Adrian Broner had left. I'll play you guys that clip right now.
I'm going high.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Let's take that over.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was looking at
You're
the
good.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it again. 5.
Talking about this nigga want to talk to me. And I'll even talk to you. I just needed you for entertainment for the show. Junkie. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, you're all good.
That
5.
was so disrespectful by Cameron Bresh. Disrespecting Adrian Broner right there. That was uncalled for. You know, I'm gonna keep it real.
4, 3, 2. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day on Thursday.
And some people are trying to come at Cameron for this and say like, yo, he's got the words for Adrian Broner right now. Well, what do you want him to say? And this is a problem I have with people that talk like that. You want him to talk crazy to Adrian Broner on the podcast, and then what happens? They start we know they're not going to start throwing hands. And he would also, this is the thing. If he disrespects Adrian Broner to the point where Adrian Broner starts throwing hands, he put Adrian Broner in a legal situation that would land him in jail or prison. It's on camera. His hands are weapons because he's a professional boxer. He's not supposed to use them. And in this scenario, of course, Cameron also gets laid out, or somebody's getting laid out by Adrian Broner, because even though he may be whack as a boxer now, or washed up, whatever you want to call it, that is still levels and levels and levels and levels and levels above anybody, even trained people. So he's protecting not only himself by not getting disrespectful, he's protecting Adrian Broner from himself too in a potential legal situation. So it took a lot of restraint for him to do that. And then when he's on the podcast, he can talk trash if he wants. And I think people just want to see things escalate.
Thank you so much for being in this video. Hey, we grown as a family now. We grown as a family. Thank you, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
to negativity, and then if it did, they would say, yo, Cameron's in his 40s and he's pushing 50 and he's still behaving like this. So it's a lose-lose situation with people that are going to criticize something like that. But Adrian Broner, man, I don't even know what the guy can do. He is entertaining and he could have his own talk show. He really could. Just talking trash. But I don't think he's committed. I don't think he's dedicated. And I don't think he's a guy that's got discipline, frankly. Like when he was young, I just think authority figures were able to keep him in line. And people like Floyd had taken a liking to him and he helped support him. But I think Floyd distanced himself when he realized this guy's not serious. And there has to come a point when you get fed up with your situation and you take discipline into your own hands. Like you're not going to be a grown man in your late 20s and now he's, 36? He's pushing 40 now. There's not going to be another guy that's like trying to babysit you and make sure that you're dedicated to whatever it is that you're doing. And I just hope that we don't see this end up in a situation where he goes to prison or, God forbid, something worse. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Share,
like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.